after much thought and consideration, I have decided, instead of having 12 nuclids, I don't have 12 wood boxes anyways. I've only got like 4 or 5 of those, if that. I don't use them a whole lot. I use the plastic ones more. I use the cardboard ones, plastic ones. I don't use nukes a whole lot. I use deeps way more. I'm in more need for deep lids than I am for nuke lids. So I've decided that I'm going to take my nuke lids that I had perfectly cut out, which I know, I wish I would have thought of this before I did all this work and cut all this wood. It's okay. I'm still going to utilize it, make it work, but I'm going to cut these into 2-inch strips and use them as cleats on top. Because I did go out, I checked my pallet. I thought of this at the beginning, but I just wasn't gonna. But then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know what, I'm spending this time, this money, I need to just do it the right way the first time. I'm trying to just, not that these won't work, because they will, but I personally want cleats on top. I know they're not needed, but my pallets, they sit, I got a little board that runs right here. You know, it's gonna be, they'll just stack better. And for my operation, I want cleats, and that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna take, I got 48, I need 48 top cleats. If I take my nuke lids, I can get 4 out of each nuke lid that I cut, and that will give me 48 cleats. So I'll have enough top cleats to do all my lids. I am going to put a shim on both sides, because again, it's just, I don't know, I'm doing this, I might as well do it right. There's no sense of doing it and then coming back. I know this way works, so why change something that works, that doesn't work? I made cleats already for the ends of my nuke boards. So all these pieces I need to utilize, and what I think I'll do is I'll just cut them down into 1/2-inch strips like I did these, and I will use them on my inside here. I can get quite a few out of there. I will have a little bit more waste. I know that's not ideal, especially as expensive as this stuff is, but I am not a carpenter. I am not a beehive lid builder. So I am learning as I go, and I wish I would have thought about this a little bit more, rather than, I was just so excited to have HDO and to build some lids. And so I got home and I started building lids, and I should have put a little bit more thought into it. I should have been more considerate and been like, okay, I'm going to put cleats on here. Then I could have accounted for a little bit better, but instead I dropped my phone. Instead, I just got home, threw a tape measure on my boxes and started cutting, and went to town and was like, oh, I got extra, let's cut some nuke lids. So I just kind of prematured it, and I shouldn't have. I should have taken more time and done it right the first time. So let that be a lesson too. And I know this lesson. I've learned this lesson before. So I do have some scraps over here that I can utilize as well. My goal is to use absolutely everything as possible. I'm not going to throw that away. I'll cut them. I know it'll take a little bit more time, but it gives me a little bit of something to do. You know, it's really not that much work. It's not like I'm doing 1,000 of these. I'm doing 24 of them. So I already knocked all that out in like an hour and a half. So it's not very, well, probably less than that, and I kind of enjoy it. So I'm learning as I go. But yeah, final decision. I'm going to put spacers for my pollen patties and sugar bricks. The rim all the way around it. I'm for sure drilling a hole, and I'm putting cleats on top. And then I am going to paint it. I have some paint that's not being used or really doesn't have a purpose, so I am going to throw some on the end boards. I don't think I'm going to paint any of this or these. I'm just going to get some good white exterior outdoor paint, and I'm just going to roll on this and kind of paint those exposed edges a little bit. Might not be needed, but it's not going to hurt. I know that. So, you know, paint that little bit right there, maybe the ends. But yeah, that's the new update on the migratory HDO lids. Tomorrow I will come and finish this process. Think things through. Don't get excited and jump in like I did, which that is okay too. It's how we learn. And yeah, made a mistake, and I should have been more patient. But I was super excited because I found HDO boards, and I was gonna be cool like Bob Benny and have stuff out of HDO. Life lessons.